calculated we have arrived at the formula for the calculation of pH of unknown acidic solutions whose concentration has to be found using calomel electrode as reference electrode and quinhydrone as the working or indicator electrode. And after coming to yesterday's formula, see, that's the equation. E cell is equal to E quinhydrone minus E calomel electrode. Because calomel electrode is a reference electrode, there is absolutely no change in the EMF values at 0.2422 volts. So what are reference electrodes? Electrodes whose EMF does not change during the operational conditions are supposed to be reference electrodes. Okay, and the calomel electrode is a secondary reference electrode during our titration. Okay, and the quinhydrone electrode is actually a black powder which contains an equimolar mixture of quinol and quinone, and it is added to the test solution. For example, HCl. Okay, there I'll be doing the titration and neutralizing the acid with the base. Okay, so there at the quinhydrone electrode, the EMF keeps on changing. The electrode at which EMF keeps on changing is called as working or indicator electrode. Okay, so the electrodes at which the EMF keeps changing, that is, electrode is under non-standard, non-equilibrium conditions. At that electrode, I'll apply the Nernst equation. Okay, and the Nernst equation is E electrode or E cell is equal to E naught cell minus 0.0591 by N log concentration of products to reactants. Because at cathode reduction takes place, I'll write the reduction equation for the quinhydrone electrode. What is the reduction equation for the quinhydrone electrode? Quinone takes 2 hydrogens, 2H plus 2 electrons to give quinol. Okay, these are the reactants and these are the products. So I'll write the equation, and the equation would boil down to E cell is equal to 0.6994 minus 0.0591 pH minus 0.2422. I'll further calculate. The E cell is equal to 0.4572 minus 0.0591 pH. Okay. Now the equation yesterday I have come to the conclusion. E cell is equal to pH is equal to E cell minus 0.04572 divided by
minus minus point 0591 వస్తుంది మేడం.
నో ఎలా వస్తుంది? కింద ఇక్కడ ఈ సెల్ ఉంది కదా, ఈ సెల్ ఇది ఇటు వెళ్ళింది అనుకో, అయితే మైనస్ ఈ సెల్ తీసుకోవచ్చు. ఓకే, ఆర్ కెన్ ఐ రైట్ ది ఈక్వేషన్ లైక్ దిస్? 0.4572 minus E cell. Correct?
Yes, ma'am.
That's it. That's the okay question. How about equation when you are taking, instead of quinhydrone electrode, by chance I am taking hydrogen gas electrode, what might be the condition? Roll number 75. Good morning.
Good morning, ma'am.
Yeah, tell me. ఇప్పుడు ఏం చేశానంటే, instead of quinhydrone electrode, I have chosen hydrogen gas electrode. అంటే ఇప్పుడు హైడ్రోజన్ గ్యాస్ ఎలక్ట్రోడ్ నాన్ స్టాండర్డ్ కండిషన్ లోకి వస్తుంది. ఎందుకు? HCl concentration is not equal to 0.1 N. Okay, if I combine calomel electrode and hydrogen gas electrode, which one would be anode and which one would be cathode? వచ్చా కార్తీక్?
రాదు మ్యామ్.
ఎందుకో? విన్నావు కదా క్లాసులో?
నిన్న రాలే మ్యామ్.
నిన్న కాదు, నాకన్నారు. ఫస్ట్ నాకు చెప్పు కార్తీక్. ఏ ఎలక్ట్రోడ్ ని యానోడ్ అంటావు, ఏ ఎలక్ట్రోడ్ ని cathode అంటావు? Come on, those who have already attended yesterday's class, please go ahead. Anode and cathode will be here in this case. Calomel electrode would be the reference electrode and the hydrogen gas electrode will be the working electrode. Now which one is going to be anode and which one is going to be cathode?
హైడ్రోజన్ యానోడ్ మ్యామ్, క్యారమెల్ క్యాథోడ్.
Come again.
హైడ్రోజన్ యానోడ్, క్యారమెల్ ఎలక్ట్రోడ్, క్యాథోడ్.
ఎందుకంటున్నావు?
ఇది క్యారమెల్ ఎలక్ట్రోడ్ ఇన్సాల్యుబుల్.
ఎప్పుడు యానోడ్ క్యాథోడ్ ని ఎలా డిసైడ్ చేస్తావు కార్తీక్? ఒక ఎలక్ట్రోడ్ యానోడ్ ఆర్ క్యాథోడ్ అనడానికి వాట్ షుడ్ బి ద ప్రిమైస్? Out of the two electrodes, which has less SRP value? Now, calomel electrode, saturated calomel electrode has E value equal to 0.2422 volts. Okay. So because it is plus 0.2422 volts, it will act as anode or cathode when it is combined with hydrogen gas electrode. Chupnana, Karthik. Next, roll number 76. Good morning. 76 is absent.
Morning, ma'am. Good morning, ma'am.
Yeah. Aditya, tell me.
Hydrogen.
Calomel electrode, hydrogen gas electrode will act as anode.
Anode, ma'am, hydrogen, because it has zero SRP value.
So, if I combine hydrogen gas electrode and calomel electrode, which one will be anode and which one will be cathode?
Hydrogen anode,
Enduko?
low SRP value.
Huh? No SRP, zero. Can you?
Low.
Because SRP of calomel electrode is 0.4.
I'm not able to.
Now will the equation be the same? So what will be E cell? E cell is equal to E hydrogen gas electrode minus E calomel electrode. Point clear? No, E calomel electrode minus E hydrogen gas. Okay. And hence, then I'll come to the point 0.2422 minus, okay, anode oxidation. So H2 gives, is the board clear? 2H plus 2 electrons, oxidation. So E hydrogen gas electrode the equation will be, please give me the equation.
H2
is equal to E naught is 0. E naught hydrogen gas is 0 minus 0.0591 by 2 log concentration of products by concentration of reactants. Hydrogen gas will go away. This 2 and this 2 will go away. Therefore, E cell will become 0.2422. This will become E hydrogen gas electrode. Huh? You understand? Hello.
yes, ma'am.
Good morning, everyone there. Are you able to understand what I am writing? Okay. If I am taking instead of quinhydron electrode, hydrogen gas electrode for working electrode. Now, hydrogen gas electrode is the working electrode. Okay, hydrogen gas electrode is the working electrode. Okay, in such case, what will happen? This will act as anode and this will act as cathode, because E of calomel electrode is 0.2422 volts. So I'll get back to the equation. E cell is equal to E cathode minus E anode. So E cell will be equal to 0.2422, that is calomel electrode minus hydrogen gas electrode. When I take Nernst equation at the hydrogen gas electrode, it will be oxidation reaction. So H2 is giving 2H plus 2 electrons. 2 hydrogen gas electrode is equal to E naught of hydrogen gas electrode is 0. So 0 minus 0.0591 by 2 log concentration of H plus ion concentration raised to the stoichiometric ratio by H2 hydrogen gas. Because this is gone, I'll arrive at the point E cell is equal to 0.2422, and this will be equal to, if it comes to this side, what, solve this equation quickly. So, are you able to see the board? Okay.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
if I solve E hydrogen gas electrode, H plus slash H2 is equal to 0 minus 0.0591 by 2 log concentration of H plus taken square by H2 concentration. Okay, H2 concentration will be 1, this 2 and this 2 would be gone. So E hydrogen acting as anode, hydrogen gas electrode, is equal to minus 0.0591 log H plus ion concentration. Fine. Is that equation understood? Are you able to catch up whatever I'm saying? Hello, good morning. Adhamaindam andarki. Please raise your hand by chance you don't understand. Cheppu Sai, Emma, you got it?
Yes, ma'am. Ardhamaindi.
I'm asking about the rest of the class. So here,
Yes.
equation ఏమవుతుంది?
pH.
E hydrogen gas this will minus log H plus becomes
pH.
pH. So will be in the point the plus అయిపోతుంది 0.591 pH. Okay, and hence the equation. You understood this? Would you solve this? Okay, so this is the equation for the hydrogen gas electrode. Fine. Now I'll move to this concludes the discussion about the calculation of pH of the solutions. Okay, now I'll start with the last electrode, that is the ion selective electrodes. Ion selective electrodes. Okay, are the next subject of discussion. Okay, please write the heading. Ion selective electrodes, you have in your syllabus glass electrode. Okay, again this electrode is pretty much used to find the pH of the solutions. So what are these ion selective electrodes? Roll number 77. Good morning.
Good morning, ma'am.
You understand how to find pH using hydrogen gas electrode and calomel electrode, Nikita? Nikita?
ma'am.
అర్థమైందా కాలేదా
Minus log H plus.
అదే ఈక్వేషన్ సాల్వ్ చేయాలి ఓకే but you understood how to elaborate on these electrodes. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now Nikita, tell me what will happen to H plus ion concentration on neutralization if I am taking HCl solution. Okay, and I am reacting it with NaOH solution. Okay, so what will happen to the pH or the H plus ion? Is my question.
Increases.
ఆలోచించి చెప్పు Nikita. What I am doing is I am reacting HCl with NaOH. Okay. Initially, in the beaker, in the conical flask, I took only HCl. Now I am doing a titration with NaOH solution. So what's your guess? What will happen to the pH of the solution? చెప్పు నాన్న easy.
Increases, ma'am.
pH increases. Correct. pH increases. What will happen to the concentration of H plus ions? What will happen to the concentration of H plus ions?
Decreases.
Decreases. Because we know the formula. pH is equal to minus log
H
plus ion concentration. That means they hold inverse proportionality. Correct?
Yes, ma'am.
So is the discussion. So you tell me, you're doing a titration and you're plotting graphs. Okay. So how should the graphs should be? If you're taking EMF against a potentiometry titration. So what are potentiometry titrations? Those titrations in which EMF values are taken as a measure to find the concentration of the test solutions, and finding the endpoints of the titrations are supposed to be potentiometry titrations. Here, before we are going ahead for the description of glass electrode, I just want to put one word here, because again all this would be discussed in your laboratory sessions. I didn't want to give any notes on them, but to conclude this topic decently or clearly, I need to explain to you all about a concept called as potentiometry titrations. Now, what are potentiometry titrations? The titrations in which I take EMF as a measure to find the concentration of test solutions, and endpoints of the titrations are supposed to be potentiometry titrations. In such titrations, what would happen is that they'll find the concentrations of the test solutions by connecting the electrodes to a potentiometer. That means here we'll be finding the EMF values in millivolts in your lab, or generally volts as a measure. Then the electrodes are connected to the potentiometer, and we'll find the EMF values change during the titration. Okay. What you'll observe here is that when you are finding the concentrations of the solutions, you are getting a graph like that, a decreasing value. Okay. In the case of titrations which are involving determination of strength of acids using quinhydron electrode and calomel electrode. This is the graphs you'd be getting. Okay, and hence is the application of the potentiometry titrations to find the concentration of test solutions, particularly the concentration of acids. Okay, ఏం చెప్తున్నానంటే యాక్చువల్లీ నెక్స్ట్ టాపిక్ అయాన్ సెలెక్టివ్ ఎలక్ట్రోడ్స్, గ్లాస్ ఎలక్ట్రోడ్స్. ఈ ఎలక్ట్రోడ్స్ ని కూడా pH కనుక్కోవడానికి యూస్ చేస్తారు. సరే, కానీ మనం లాస్ట్ టాపిక్ లో pH కనుక్కున్నాం కదా సొల్యూషన్స్ ది. ఎలాగా, ఒకటి క్యాలమల్ ఎలక్ట్రోడ్ యూస్ చేసాము, ఒకటి క్విన్హైడ్రోన్ ఎలక్ట్రోడ్ యూస్ చేసాము, ఇంకో చోట హైడ్రోజన్ గ్యాస్ ఎలక్ట్రోడ్ ని యూస్ చేసాము, ఇంకా ఏం యూస్ చేసాము, క్యాలమల్ ఎలక్ట్రోడ్ ని యూస్ చేసాం. అయితే ఆ రెండు సిచ్యువేషన్స్ లో మనకి ఏమర్థమైంది, హైడ్రోజన్ గ్యాస్ ఎలక్ట్రోడ్ కానీ క్యాలమల్ ఏంటి క్విన్హైడ్రోన్ ఎలక్ట్రోడ్ కానీ అక్కడ వర్కింగ్ ఎలక్ట్రోడ్స్ కింద యాక్ట్ చేసాయి. అంటే ఆ ఎలక్ట్రోడ్స్ దగ్గర టైట్రేషన్ చేసి క్యాలమల్ ఎలక్ట్రోడ్ ని రిఫరెన్స్ ఎలక్ట్రోడ్స్ కింద ఉంచాను. అప్పుడు I've come to one formula. Just I think this hydrogen gas electrode might not have synced into your head. Please check again. We'll discuss at the last. Okay, so akkada మనం ఒక ఈక్వేషన్ డిరైవ్ చేసి pH ఆఫ్ ద సొల్యూషన్స్ కనుక్కుంటున్నాం. ఓకే, దాని అప్లికేషన్స్ ఇక్కడ ఉంది. There's one experiment, there are experiments with which are by name potentiometry. ఈ పొటెన్షియోమెట్రీలో ఏమవుతుందంటే సెల్ కన్స్ట్రక్షన్ ఎలా ఉంటుంది, గ్యాల్వానిక్ ఆర్ వోల్టాయిక్ సెల్ కన్స్ట్రక్షన్ లాగా ఉండి అక్కడ ఏం చేస్తామంటే pH ఆఫ్ సొల్యూషన్స్ కనుక్కుంటారు. ఈ ఎక్స్పెరిమెంట్ మీరు ల్యాబ్ లో చేస్తారు అనమాట. సో బిఫోర్ ఐ స్టార్ట్ ద న్యూ టాపిక్, ఐ జస్ట్ వాంటెడ్ టు కంక్లూడ్ ద అర్లియర్ టాపిక్ విచ్ ఐ విల్ డిస్కస్ ఓన్లీ when I'm teaching you the in detail. ఓకే, సో అప్పుడు దాని గురించి ఏం చెప్పానంటే జస్ట్ పొటెన్షియోమెట్రీ టైట్రేషన్స్ ని అప్లికేషన్స్ అన్నమాట మన ముందర చదివింది. ఓకే, ఆ పొటెన్షియోమెట్రీ టైట్రేషన్స్ అప్లికేషన్స్ ఏముంటుంది అంటే pH ఆఫ్ ద సొల్యూషన్స్ కనుక్కుంటారు. క్విన్హైడ్రోన్ ఎలక్ట్రోడ్ యూస్ చేస్తే మీకు అలాంటి గ్రాఫ్ వస్తూ ఉంటుంది pH ఆఫ్ సొల్యూషన్స్ కనుక్కున్నప్పుడు, క్యాలమల్ ఎలక్ట్రోడ్ తో కంబైన్ చేసినప్పుడు. ఓకే, దిస్ ఈస్ ద just prior information of the topic. Okay, this everything would be detailed in your lab session. So applications for finding the concentration of test solutions ki potentiometry. Okay, our topic application enti potentiometry titrations adi. Okay na, now this we'll write it as a point induku this is in the theory session. So what are ion selective electrodes? And I gave the example as glass electrode. Now it's a common experience for us nowadays that the doors would open whenever you're going to malls or airports or something like that. Even very high-end constructions, houses and all, because of the automation of the day, what you are seeing that as soon as you go, the doors would open. As soon as you enter, doors would close. Okay, as soon as you go into the wash area, if you put your hand, your palm, water would come. If you remove your palm, water would stop. Whenever you're going to big malls, if some person is there, the lights and fans are brightened and they move at the faster rate. You know, ACs are on. Now if you're not moving, no people around, so automatically they undergo dimming. Okay, so even nowadays the street lighting is being done that by chance the lights are on. Still if the sunlight is there, what will happen? The light would glow in a very dim way. But as soon as the night goes moving, that the darkness goes on or improves, what will happen? The intensity of light is increasing. So what are all these practical things? They are nothing but automation. Correct? Now tell me, what is happening in all these cases? How is it possible?
Sensor.
Sensor. Correct. So what are sensors? Chepandi. Sensor is the right answer. IoT kada? Internet of Things ena? Ivanni that you sit in the office or you sit miles away from your place and you are able to switch on and off. That is the extent of technological applications of the day today. The automation industry has take leap bounces. So what are sensors? Chapara? Telida telsa? Sensors are devices which show change in a parameter and undergo automatic on and off. Okay, are nothing but sensors. That means they show change in the parameter to a certain parameter. It shows change to a certain parameter. That's an exact word. Okay, like for example, the presence of humans while doors are opening and closing. Okay, so what does that is? That's sensitive to the presence of a human presence. Or if you're talking about the street lights and all, the intensity of light is the parameter for that sensor. Okay, so sensor is a device which is sensitive to a certain parameter. That is a single parameter it is sensitive, and hence is the application. When fitted, will show the change in the application. Okay, so are these electrodes called ion selective electrodes. That means these are the electrodes which are sensitive to a certain ion. Okay, that means these electrodes will recognize only one ion and they are insensitive to the rest of the ions. And the best example here is glass electrode, which is there in your syllabus. And this glass electrode, excuse me, is sensitive to only H plus ions. Means once you place a glass electrode in a solution, it will not detect any ion. It will only recognize H plus ion, and hence will act as a sensor to a particular type of ions, and is the application. So this glass electrode is one electrode that is exclusively used to find the concentrations of acids. Okay, that means finding the pH of the acids, multiple acids present in the same solution, because it is sensitive to only one type of ion, that is the H plus ion, and hence act as the sensor of H plus ion. Okay, glass electrode. Okay, write the definition now. Ion selective electrodes. Electrodes which are sensitive only to a particular ion. Only to a particular ion are called ion selective electrodes. Are called ion selective electrodes. They act as sensors to that particular ion. They act as sensors to that particular ion, and will not recognize the presence of other ions in the solution. And will not.
Please repeat once, ma'am. Once time.
A second point. These
Yes,
electrodes act as sensors these electrodes act as sensors to a particular ion and will not recognize the presence of other ions in the solution. Okay. Example, glass electrode, which is H plus ion sensitive. Glass electrode, which is H plus ion sensitive. Glass electrode, which is H plus ion. Next point. Glass electrode. Okay. Next point, glass electrode. Glass electrode. Okay. What you have in your syllabus is glass electrode. So let me pin on the glass electrode. Okay, right. Glass electrode. So first let me explain you the construction and then I'll tell you about its details. So what is the construction of this glass electrode? This glass electrode is made up of a thin long tube which terminates into a bulb. Okay, which terminates into a bulb. Now this is thick walled glass bulb. Glass tube, actually, glass tube. And the bulb at the bottom is thin walled. Sensitive to H plus ions. Okay, sensitive to H plus ions. So what is the construction of this glass electrode? The glass electrode is made up of a long tube, okay, which is thick walled. It terminates into a bulb. Okay, this bulb is thin walled and it is sensitive to H plus ions. Okay, it is sensitive to H plus ions. Now, this glass tube is fitted with a platinum wire or a silver chloride coated wire, which actually makes contact with the glass bulb solution. Okay, a wire is passed into the bulb, this lower part of the bulb. This wire is either platinum wire or it is silver wire coated with silver chloride. Okay, this glass bulb is sealed and it is filled with, this glass bulb is filled with 0.1 N HCl. 0.1 N HCl. If the it is 0.1 N HCl, it is 1 pH. Okay, that is, this 1 N HCl is filled into the bulb and a wire is passed for the electrical connectivity. The rest part of the bulb, okay, this thick walled bulb is fitted with an electrode. Is fitted with an electrode called silver chloride electrode. Silver chloride electrode, which is having KCl solution, again is reversible to Cl minus ions. Okay, so how silver chloride electrode is constructed? Silver chloride paste are taken and they are filled with the KCl solution, and this acts as an internal electrode. This acts as an internal electrode, and that's a construction of, this is the KCl solution, aqueous KCl solution. Okay, and that is the construction of the glass electrode. ఏం టాపిక్ చెప్తున్నా? సరే, మనం ఎలక్ట్రోడ్స్ గురించి నేర్చుకుంటున్నాం కదా. క్యాలమల్ ఎలక్ట్రోడ్ చూసాము, అది కూడా ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఆఫ్ మెటల్ ఇన్సాల్యుబుల్ సాల్ట్ ఎలక్ట్రోడ్. సరే, తర్వాత దేనికి వచ్చాము? క్యాలమల్ ఎలక్ట్రోడ్ ఇస్ రివర్సబుల్ టు విచ్ అయాన్స్? చెప్పండి. క్యాలమల్ ఎలక్ట్రోడ్ ఇస్ రివర్సబుల్ టు విచ్ అయాన్స్?
Cl minus ion.
Chlorine.
క్లోరైడ్ అయాన్, Cl మైనస్ అయాన్. ఎందుకు అలా అంటున్నావు?
Acts as anode and cathode, ma'am.
Acts as anode and
KCl.
cathode. Reference electrode అంటే it can have both, it can act as both anode and cathode, correct. అది రివర్సబుల్ టు Cl మైనస్ అయాన్స్ అని ఎందుకు అంటున్నావు? ఎందుకంటే కాన్సన్ట్రేషన్ ఆఫ్ KCl dictates the EMF of that calomel electrode. Okay, ఆ కాన్సన్ట్రేషన్ ఆఫ్ KCl ఎలా మారుతోంది? Cl మైనస్ అయాన్ కాన్సన్ట్రేషన్ మారినప్పుడల్లా దాని ఆ calomel electrode EMF మారుతూ ఉంటుంది. సరే, మనకి 3 టైప్స్ ఉంటాయి. దాంట్లో E0 ఎంత? 0.28 volts. సో అది ఒక ఎగ్జాంపుల్ నేర్చుకున్నాం, మెటల్ ఇన్సాల్యుబుల్ సాల్ట్ ఎలక్ట్రోడ్ కింద. నెక్స్ట్ ఇంకో కేటగిరీ ఆఫ్ ఎలక్ట్రోడ్స్ నేర్చుకున్నాం, అవేంటి? రెడాక్స్ ఎలక్ట్రోడ్స్. సో వాట్ ఆర్ రెడాక్స్ ఎలక్ట్రోడ్స్? ఆ ఎలక్ట్రోడ్స్ లో ఒక ఆక్సిడైజ్డ్ కాంపోనెంట్ ఉంటుంది, ఒక రెడ్యూస్డ్ కాంపోనెంట్ ఉంటుంది. దానికి ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఏం చెప్పాను? ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఆఫ్ రెడాక్స్ ఎలక్ట్రోడ్ ఏంటి?
Quin
హైడ్రోన్. ఈస్ ఈ రైట్ ఆర్ రాంగ్? Hello, are you sleeping? Come on. We should conclude.
Correct, ma'am.
Correct. So, a redox electrode, roll number 79. What are the 2 components that are present?
Yes, ma'am.
Good morning.
Good afternoon. Good morning, ma'am. It consists of a reduction electrode and oxidation electrode.
Electrode kaadu, reagent. In quinhydrone, what are the 2 components present in 1:1 ratio?
Quinone and quinol, ma'am.
Ante. Good. Quinone and quinol. Quinone is the oxidized form and quinol is the reduced form. Now, tell me. Quinhydrone electrode is reversible to which ions?
One minute. Quinhydrone.
Chepana ninna?
Hydrogen, ma'am.
H plus.
Yes.
Okay.
H
plus ions. Correct. Good. It is reversible to H plus ions. Correct. Now, what are ion selective electrodes? I have come to the next category, ion selective electrodes. So what are ion selective electrodes?
Electrodes that are sensitive to a particular ion, ma'am.
Yes. That means I gave the example of a glass electrode which is H plus ion sensitive. Okay. Now tell me, if the solution does not have H plus ion, does glass electrode work?
No, ma'am.
No,
No, it doesn't.
it doesn't work. Is it right?
Yes, ma'am.
Good. That should be the confidence. Correct. It will not work. Now roll number 80. Good morning.
Good morning,
Eighteen.
ma'am. Good morning, ma'am.
Yeah, pretty. Tell me,
Mm.
can I use glass electrode for finding for redox titration? For acid-base titrations, I can find, because acid-base titrations will include reaction of H plus with OH minus. But can I use this electrode for redox titration?
No, ma'am.
Why? Good. No is the right answer. Why? Redox titration low. H plus ion involvement in the
Yes, ma'am.
okay. I think you don't know about the redox titration. Okay, leave it. But I'll tell you the answer. It cannot be used for redox titration. So what are redox titrations? Titrations in which oxidation reduction takes place simultaneously and there is just change in the valency. Whenever there is presence of H plus ions, it is a neutralization reaction. Okay, and hence this glass electrode can't be used for redox titrations. This is one of the famous viva voce question. I'll get back to that at the end of the explanation. No, okay, fine. There are many ion selective electrodes. Actually, this glass electrode is a very, very old version of this ion selective electrodes. I have told you, finding for the quality of water, okay, we'll use fluoride. Lanthanum fluoride is the compound which is coated in the electrode, and as soon as you put it in the solution, it will detect the fluoride concentration. Now, how even for us, why nowadays they ask us to take green tea? Not actually much needed in India, only for because of antioxidant activity and all they are saying, but not actually much here in India. It's required, but for other countries where the water intake is less. Okay, so it replenishes the fluoride composition in our body. Okay, like that, if you want to know the ions which are present in a particular solution, the commonly used electrodes are ion selective electrodes. It's as if nowadays, like multimeters, we have got ion selective electrodes which at a go are detecting a particular type of ion and they are giving their concentration. Okay, so these electrodes are sensitive to only one type of ion. What you have in your syllabus is a glass electrode. So this glass electrode is sensitive to H plus ion. So let me quickly explain you the construction. I've already done. It's easy, but just listen to the explanation once again. So how this glass electrode is made up of? This glass electrode has a speciality. What is that speciality? It has a bulb which is sensitive to H plus ions. Okay, that's a speciality in construction. So let's just check with the entire electrode. Okay, this glass electrode is made up of a thick long tube, okay, which terminates into a bulb, and that bulb portion is sealed. Okay, and that bulb portion contains 0.1 NHCl. That means the pH is 1. Okay, before the bulb is being sealed, it is actually tucked in with a platinum wire or a silver wire coated with silver chloride for electrical connectivity. Now, the rest part of the bulb is a long drawn tube which contains a silver chloride electrode. Okay, it contains KCl solution. Now, just like calomel electrode, silver chloride electrode is also an example of metal insoluble salt electrode, in which silver pure metal, is combined with the metal ion silver chloride. Okay, these are solids. Okay, and for the solution, I'll take the KCl solution. Just like calomel electrode, the silver chloride electrode is also EMF dependent on KCl's solution concentration. Okay, and this silver chloride electrode, which is built here, will act as an internal electrode. Okay, so there are two things here in this structure. Here, this portion is silver chloride electrode, which is the internal electrode, and the bottom portion is the glass electrode. Now, how this glass electrode works. Okay, you are taking this glass electrode and you are placing it in a beaker containing some acid solution. Okay, so this is the test solution whose concentration you have to find. So what will happen? The test solution has some pH concentration, that is some pH which we don't know, question mark. Okay, now as soon as you dip the glass electrode, the pH difference between the internal solution pH is 1. The external solution pH is some X. The pH difference between these two solutions will be the electric pulse. Okay, and there is another electrode, that is silver chloride electrode, which acts as anode generally. And the glass electrode is generally the cathode. And hence, we will find the pH of solutions by simply dipping the glass electrode into the test solutions. And this is the application of glass electrode as pH meters. Okay, so whenever I'm using an instrument called as pH meter, okay, what it has this glass electrode. These pH meters are used to find the concentration of test solutions for pH. Okay, because glass electrode is sensitive to only H plus ion, it can only find the pH of the solutions. Okay, so is the application. I'll build instruments taking this glass electrode, and I'll build instruments called as pH meters. Okay, how the concept works? There are two electrodes, one anode, one cathode. Okay, so which is the anode here? The internal electrode, that is silver chloride electrode. There's one more electrode which acts as cathode, which is the glass electrode. So how the glass electrode works? Okay, this glass electrode has 0.1 NaHCl whose pH is 1. I'll dip this bulb into a beaker containing the test solution. What will happen? The pH difference between the test solution and the internal solution will give the electric pulse, and hence can be used as a signal to find the concentration of the test solution. As and when I keep neutralizing the solution, the pH keeps increasing, and the pH difference between the two solutions also changes, and hence can be used for the purpose. Okay, and hence is the discussion about the ion selective electrode, glass electrode. Okay, so few points please do jot down. Right, construction. Right, point A. Glass electrode is made up of a thick long tube, which terminates into a round glass bulb. Next point. The round glass bulb is thin-walled low melting is thin-walled, low melting, sensitive to H plus ions. Sensitive to H plus ions. Point C. The bulb is filled with the bulb is filled with 0.1 N HCl, brackets pH is equal to 1. The bulb is filled with 0.1 N HCl into which either a platinum wire or silver wire coated with silver chloride is placed. A platinum wire or silver wire coated with silver chloride is placed. This bulb is sealed at the top. This bulb is sealed at the top. Which has a potential E0 glass, which has a potential E0 glass. E0 glass. E0 glass. Which is usually dependent on the concentration of HCl and composition of the glass. E0 glass depends on the concentration of HCl and the composition of the glass. Next point. The rest part of the glass tube, thick-walled glass tube, that's more clear. Has either silver chloride electrode, or calomel electrode, acting as internal electrodes. Acting as internal electrodes. Next, right? Cell notation. Cell notation. What I've told. For cell notation, what I should write on the left hand side? Anode. Okay, that is silver chloride electrode. Okay, KCl solution, aqueous concentration. Okay. Hello, kids. Are you able to understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Double slash. Okay. Here, which is the cathode plus. Okay. H plus. This is unknown. 0.1 N HCl, comma, glass, platinum wire, or it can be silver chloride wire. Actually, the glass electrode has this that 0.1 N HCl. That's a cell notation. ఓకే, అర్థమవుతుంది కదా? అది యానోడ్ ఏమో క్యాలమల్ కానీ సిల్వర్ క్లోరైడ్ ఎలక్ట్రోడ్ కానీ ఏం చెప్పాను, గ్లాస్ ఎలక్ట్రోడ్ క్యాథోడ్ కింద యాక్ట్ చేస్తుంది. సో వర్కింగ్ ఏంటి? వర్కింగ్ ఏమని చెప్పాను? అటెండెన్స్ తీసుకోవాలి, అది ప్రాబ్లం, టైం అయిపోతుంది. వర్కింగ్ ఏంటి? ఎలా వర్క్ చేస్తోంది? ఎలా ఎలక్ట్రిక్ పల్స్ వస్తుంది ఎలక్ట్రోడ్ లో? చెప్పండి. ఏం వినట్లేదు, ఏం అర్థం కావట్లేదు, అన్ని బౌన్సర్లు ఇవ్వాల.
Platinum wire.
When it is dipped, ma'am.
Platinum wire.
When it is dipped into test solution.
టెస్ట్ సొల్యూషన్ లో డిప్ అయితే ఏమవుతుంది ఉషా?
ఎలక్ట్రిక్ పల్స్ అనేది జనరేట్ అవుతుంది.
ఎలా ఎలా ఎందుకు జనరేట్ అవుతోంది?
The pH of the thin walled glass tube and the pH of the test solution is generating the electric pulse.
ఆ థిన్ వాల్డ్ గ్లాస్ ట్యూబ్ లో ఏముంది?
HCl, ma'am, of pH 1.
కాన్సంట్రేషన్
Ma'am,
ఎంత కాన్సంట్రేషన్ ఆఫ్ HCl ఉంది?
0.1 N.
pH ఎంత?
1, ma'am.
1. సో పల్స్, ఎలక్ట్రిక్ పల్స్ ఎలా డెవలప్ అవుతుంది? డ్యూ టు pH difference between the internal HCl solution and the external test solution. The pulse is generated. Good, very good. And this bulb along with 0.1 HCl and dipped in the test solution, the pH difference between the two is acting itself as a electrode and hence is the glass electrode. Okay, so right, working point A. When glass electrode is placed in a test solution, when the glass electrode is placed in a test solution, the difference in the pH between internal HCl solution, the difference in the pH between the internal HCl solution in brackets 0.1 N concentration and the external test solution give the EMF values. Gives the EMF values. The potential difference directly proportional. The potential difference is directly proportional to the difference in the pH values of the internal and external acid solutions. The potential difference is directly proportional to the pH difference between the internal and external solutions. Okay, right. Anyways, notes would be given. I'll ask some sirs, Bhushan sir or Vamshi sir, to help me giving you the soft copy of the notes. But this is an overview. Okay, right. Applications used in pH-metry titrations. Applications used in pH-metry titrations. pH meters actually. pH-metry metric titrations. Okay. What is the limitation? Can't be used for any other except for pH. It can be used only to find the pH of the solutions. That's a limitation. Why? Glass electrode is sensitive to only H plus ion. So what is the limitation? Can't be used for redox or any other titrations except acid-base titrations. Only pH can be found using this glass electrode. Okay, Ardhamainda. Okay, so let me quickly take the attendance. This concludes electrode space. And tomorrow we shall start with batteries. Okay. And on tomorrow this class at 10 o'clock. On Saturday there will be class at 11 o'clock. And I have a small request. By chance, if I am getting slow, I need to take a class even on Sunday, but that's for polymers, not for electrochemistry. But on Saturday, please do join for the class by 11 o'clock. Okay, I want to somehow finish batteries by Monday next week. I don't know whether I can do it or not. Please do help me. All these are easy only once you do it on your own. If not, they are pretty boring. If you understand, it is pretty routine. It's the same old thing, writing again and again and again. And that's it. Okay. And from next week, shall we start Thursday class by 10:30 because you don't have a class in the morning. Please. But for tomorrow, it's the class at 10 o'clock. And on Saturday, it will be at 11 o'clock. Okay. Answer your roll call. 61.
60 present, ma'am.
62. 63.
Present, ma'am.
64.
Present, ma'am.
65.
Present, ma'am.
66.
Present, ma'am.
67.
Present, ma'am.
68.
67 present.
68 present, ma'am.
Okay. 69.
69 present, ma'am.
70.
Present, ma'am.
21.
Present, ma'am.
22.
Present, ma'am.
23.
Yes, madam.
24.
Present, madam.
25.
Present, ma'am.
26.
Present, ma'am.
27.
Present, ma'am.
28.
Present, ma'am.
59.
Present, ma'am.
80.
Present, ma'am.
81.
Yes, ma'am.
2.
Present, ma'am.
83.
Present, ma'am.
4.
Present, ma'am. 84.
85.
Present, ma'am.
86.
Present, ma'am.
87.
Present, ma'am.
88.
Present, ma'am.
89.
Present, ma'am.
90.
Yes, ma'am.
Just 1 second. I have one point before, because many of you are leaving. Okatundi. Are all of you there in the Google Classroom chemistry? Please do join. By chance, if I post something in the group or this classroom, only 35 students are there. Those who are not there, please do join so that things will become easy for us for assignments. Okay, a sort of bit type of assignments is what I'm planning. Just please do help me in helping you to do your assignments quickly in the form of bit questions. Okay, everyone, I request you to join the Google Chemistry Classroom. Okay, fine. 91.
Present, ma'am.